Welcome back, everyone. So glad you're with us today. As we've been talking about, Juneteenth is coming up next week. This marks the first time Tennessee is officially celebrating this as a state holiday. Bishop Ferris Long is here to talk more about this. You're a member of the MLK Commission. For those who may not know exactly how important Juneteenth is, let's talk about that first.
Well, Juneteenth is a celebration of freedom. It's the beginnings of, the talk of the beginnings of celebration of what our country has had a dark blight when it comes to slavery.
Yeah.
And so when we celebrate Juneteenth, and some people may say, well, slavery didn't really end until December, but this is a point of celebration.
Yeah.
So we can celebrate all men being equal.
That's wonderful. And let's talk about how we're going to do that, because some things have changed. You've moved things around so that we can continue to know the importance of this and continue that celebration.
Absolutely. The Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Commission, typically we have a series of events in January, at the beginning of the year, and the parade used to be a part of that. But what we decided to do was move the parade/march down to Juneteenth and to make it a part of the celebration and to extend the reach of the MLK Commission beyond just 1 week of the year, moving us over into this big celebration of freedom.
So tell us how we can all get involved. Where do we need to be for that parade?
For the parade, you'll meet us it starts at Chihawi Park, and it's going to make its way up MLK, and then, which is Martin Luther King Avenue.
Of course.
Then from there, it's going to end at Dr. Walter Hardy Park.
Perfect.
And it's going to be amazing.
What time?
It starts at 10 o'clock. Kickoff at the parade is at 10 o'clock.
So we need to be there probably 9 o'clock.
Yeah, get there a little early because it's going to be a pretty big crowd, I think. But what's really exciting is after the parade, this is our first time having this, after the parade, we're having what's called the Party at Hardy. That is going to be so amazing because we're going to continue the celebration of freedom. And again, this is not just an African-American holiday. If America's the land of the free, home of the brave, it's liberty and justice for all, everybody should be a part.
It's all of us together.
All of us together.
And we're getting there. We're almost there, aren't we?
Well,
what do you think? Where are we right now?
I'd say it's a slow walk.
Yeah.
But we're slowly making strides. I think it really comes down to people understanding and trying to understand one another. It's not just, a day. Yeah. It has to be a lifestyle.
I like that. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
All righty.